and I'm gonna let everybody in. We're ready, sir.
All right. Hey, how y'all doing? Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. This is our Lunch and Learn with Jay Hackett. I'm your grant expert, grant writing king. And I've been doing this for about 20 years. My total so far is $107 million. And my goal this year is to help organizations get another $100 million. This is our Lunch and Learn. So tag somebody, let them know we're here. Um, and like, share, and subscribe, whether you're on Facebook Live or YouTube. Um, all right, y'all ready to go? Okay, so this week we've been talking about grants for senior programs, but today what I want to do is to show you all the quickest way to get grants for it. And it's a new way. It has nothing to do with the old way. In fact, what we've done is take the old way and we have totally revised it. So you don't have to do the research that you used to have to do. You don't have to do the counting of words and characters like you used to have to do. You don't have to do the spell check and grammar check. You don't have to um, look through the question and make sure that every question was answered. You don't have to do any of that. You just have to do this new way. And I'm glad to show it to you today. So on Monday, we talked about senior programs and how you can approach them and different models and different ways and different things you can do. Today, we're actually going to get a grant written. We're going to do it in just a few minutes. I have some rules. If your first time, don't let it be your last time. Number two, if you think that this information can benefit somebody, please let them know. Go ahead and tag them right now. And then third, if you have any questions, please do not hold back. Ask your questions. Your question actually help us help you. We know exactly where you need help, and we know exactly what we need to focus on. And you want your questions answered so you can actually go ahead and apply this. All right. The information I'm going to share with you is information that people pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for. And every moment that you're not writing grants, you're missing it. Every moment you're not writing grants, you're missing it. And so we have a way for you to do it quickly and to get it done the right way. All right. If you're ready, type ready, 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 ready. Let it ride through the comments. Ready, 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 ready. Let's get started. Okay, so when you look at senior programs, number one, you have to have a mission statement. So your mission statement might be your whole mission statement for your organization, and then your organization has a senior program, or you might have a senior program where seniors is part of your mission statement. Let me explain the difference. The Council on Aging, they are their mission statement is to address senior citizens. All right, that is their core mission. But the Salvation Army might have a program for seniors. They also have a program for youth. They also have a food program. They also have an after school program. They also have a homeless shelter, and a senior program is just one of them. So the difference here is the senior program is either part of your core mission or it is one of your programs. Okay. If it is part of your core mission, that's fine. If it is one of your programs, that's fine too. You just approach grants in different ways. If it is part of your core mission and you're applying for a grant for seniors, then you just give them your whole organization grant. I mean, your whole organizational budget. If it is part of one of your programs and it's not the core mission, then you only give them the budget for the program that you want funded. So if your senior program, it takes $50,000 to run your senior program, you only give them your program budget. All right. The budget for that program. They don't need your whole organizational budget. They just need your program budget. Do you understand the difference? Sometimes they will ask for both your program budget and your organizational budget. But if it is just the program budget, you give them just the senior program budget. When they ask for your organizational budget, you give them the whole thing. When it comes down to how much money to ask, you want to ask for the maximum amount if you need it. All right. And you don't want to ask for more than you can spend. All right. So you want to think, can I spend this much money? Because for some grants, especially government grants, if they give you the money and you cannot spend it, it actually looks bad on you. So you want to they evaluate whether you are able to spend down the money that they give you. All right. Um, Now let's do a quick review of what grants are for everybody that is new. Grants are money given to you for a community benefit. that you don't have to pay back. Grants are money given to you for a community benefit that you don't have to pay back. Grants are money given to you for a community benefit that you don't have to pay back. What is a grant? I want you to type it in the comment. What is a grant? Money given to you for a community benefit that you don't have to pay back. You do not have to pay it back. And so some people call it debt free funding, but it must be used for a community benefit. Whether it's for profit or nonprofit, it has to be a community benefit. All right. And they're going to expect you to describe the community benefit. Is the benefit that you're creating jobs, you're removing blight, you're improving the neighborhood, you're helping the young people, you're serving the elders, you're beautifying the parks, you're restoring the building. What is it that you're doing that's going to help the community? All right. Okay. Now let's get to it. When you look at the program budget and the organizational budget, you want to make sure that the amount that you are asking for, pay close attention, the amount that you are asking for should not exceed 25% of the full budget. There are a few reasons why this is the case. The most important is called the public support test. When you open a nonprofit, part of what you agree to when you apply, part of what you agree to is that you're going to receive money from multiple sources. And by receiving money from multiple sources, you pass the public support test and you are considered a public charity and not a private foundation. If you only receive from one or two sources, then you are not a public charity. You end up in the category of private foundation, and there are different rules that apply to private foundation than public charity. But if you want to qualify for grants and you want to be approved for multiple donations from different places, then you want to make sure that you are considered a public charity. And if you need any help with that, you can DM me, and we'll do it. Or maybe I'll do a whole class on it. But if you're interested in that or need help with that, just go ahead and send me a message. All right. So now, um, you want to ask for the sweet spot is 25% of your full budget, your whole organizational budget. If your organizational budget is $100,000, try not to ask for more than 25,000. All right. If your whole organizational budget is 200,000, do not ask for more than 50,000. This will allow you to position yourself to pass the public support test. This also creates for you what is called a more sustainable program. When they ask the question about sustainability, you can mention to them that you're sustainable because you're only asking them for part of um, the budget because you have diversified funding. Okay. Now let's move forward. When you ask for money, you're asking for the maximum amount that you need that they allow. So if you need 10,000 and they only have a maximum of 5,000, don't ask for 10,000. They'll throw your application out. Okay. Don't ask for more than they say that they'll give. And they might not even give that full amount. Do not go over the maximum. That tells them that you didn't read, tells them that you didn't follow directions, tells them that they can't trust you, and the whole domino effect. The grant world has a lot to do with trust, a lot to do with trust. All right. They expect you to do what you say. Now, as more scammers and liars and crooks get in, it's going to get tighter. But as it is right now, it is a big honor code. Folks are very, very trusting. They're very, very generous, and even up to and including the grant agreement where you sign the contract, they are willing to allow you to make changes if you just request it in writing. All right, it's a beautiful system, but you just have to do what you say. All right, there's never ever a reason to lie or steal or misrepresent. People want to give you money so long as you're doing good work. Okay. All right. So let's go on. I've identified a grant for you that we're going to do as an example today. The first thing that you need, that you always need for any program, no matter what you're doing, whether it's seniors or youth or homeless or disability or anything, you need a statement of need. All right. Your statement of need is the data points that describe how bad the problem is. The statement of need are data points that describe how bad the problem is. So what you'll need to do is look online and come up with all of the bad data. I mean, the data that talks about how bad the problem is, how disparate the disparities, the inconsistencies, the high dropout rate, the low graduation rate, the homelessness. Like, you want to look at that, and you don't only want to look at the data, but you want to compare your local data to state data, compare your local data to national data, and show how much of a gap it is. If you're in an opportunity zone, for example, the unemployment rate in your neighborhood, in your census tract. Show the unemployment rate in your city compared to the rest of the state, and be willing to say this unemployment is such and such times worse than such times worse. All right. I remember a data point from the Prison Policy Institute that said that when unemployment is 3% in the community, the unemployment is actually 40 to 50% with returning citizens. That means that this is almost 8 times, 6 to 8 times as worse for returning citizens as others. Now, you're not going to see that on its own anywhere already packaged, but you're going to put it together. You're going to look at your unemployment rate in your city and compare it to the state unemployment rate, or your unemployment rate and compare it to single women or single mothers. Compare your unemployment rate to returning citizens, your unemployment rate to homelessness, and you come up with it. Or, of course, you can just use our software and it'll just give you the statement of need. The next thing you're going to need is a program design. A program design consists of primarily 4 items. Number one, a mission statement. Number two, 3 activities. Number 4, it's going to have goals. And number 4, it's going to have partners. So your program design is going to have a mission statement. It's going to have 3 activities. It's going to have goals, SMART goals, goals that are specific, measurable, action oriented, realistic, and time sensitive. All right. We will provide housing for 20 um, 20 foster care children in 1 year. Specific, measurable, action oriented. Okay. Something you can be held accountable for. Realistic and time sensitive. If there's no time sensitivity on it, if there's no time element, then it's not yet a SMART goal. If there are no numbers, it's not yet a SMART goal. All right. We will do this for this many people within this time frame. That's what makes it a SMART goal. All right. And then last is partners. And so I employ this thing called the 1-3-5 method. 1 mission, 3 activities, 5 partners. You want 1 mission statement that talks about what you want to do. You want to get it down to 15 words or less. 3 activities. What are the 3 primary activities you're going to use to reach your mission statement, to do your mission statement? And then 5 partners. Who are people that you can partner with to do this? What agencies already serve your audience? What agencies do you refer your audience to? What agencies are your audience referred to you from? Who's already serving the people you serve? Those folks are your partners. Who helps you do what you need to do? Those are your partners. Okay. All right. So you have your statement of need. Number 2, you have your program design. Once you have these 2 things, the next thing you need are the grant questions. Now, what I've done, I've already identified a grant from a program called the Looking Out Foundation. All right. And this grant is $5,000. And we're going to show you an example right now. Oh, all right. Mark, you can share your screen. All right. So this is my software called Grant Suite. This is my software called Grant Suite. And this is the software that finds and writes the grants for you. All right, you'll have to, log in and everything, but this is where it is, and this is the quickest way for you to get your grants done. It's brand new. It's new as in traditional grant writers don't do it this way. But what this system is doing is taking all of the years of grant writing experience and it's putting it together in a system that can move faster than any human can. All right. And so it's a different approach. It's a different approach. It's totally different. If in the past, if you wanted to write a grant, you have to know where the information was, where the data was, where the grants were, or who the contact people were. And then you had to know the history of the organization, the funding source. You had to know their habit of giving, what they really want. Then you have to know the words that they say on their website, and you would have to know, well, what do they mean by what they say? But this system has been built to know all of that stuff without you having to know it. All right. It's actually researching all of that stuff behind the scenes, and we're going to show you what it does for your program. All right. Step one, you upload your statement of need. Mark, upload the statement of need. Let me know when you're done.
It's done, sir.
All right. Next, you upload your program design. Let me know when it's done.
It's done, sir.
All right. That's one click, two click. Now you upload the questions. Whatever the grant questions are, you download it in a PDF and you upload it. Upload the questions and let me know when you're done.
It's done, sir.
All right, so you're done. You have your statement of need, your program design, your questions. Next is going to ask for your contact information. Mark, go ahead and put, Scooby Doo, um, and the email, put me@me.com. And then for the phone number, put 555-555-5555. Let me know when you're done.
It's done, sir.
All right, it's been less than 5 minutes, and we have now everything that's needed to write this grant. Go ahead and press continue. All right. So now it's off. It's researching the uploads. It's researching the history. It's researching your city. Let me know when it comes up. Oh, it's done already. Is that it? Has it finished the first draft already?
Not yet, sir. It's still loading.
Okay. It's researching your statement of need. It's researching your program design, and it's comparing it to your city's consolidated plan, your county's strategic plan. It's researching the funding source, and it's seeing what overlaps between all of them. Where is the intersection between the funding source, the city's problems, the county's problems, and your program? Where is the sweet spot? And then, if you can see what it's going to produce, it's going to tell you what you gave. Oh, it's done already. All right. Mark, do a scroll up so they can see. It's telling you what you gave it, and it's telling you what it's going to do, and then it's going to ask you questions, what it needs from you in order to write. A typical question that it will ask you is, what are you going to spend the money on? Like, what is your budget? And so um, let's put in the answer box down there where we're going to spend the budget on. It's $5,000, so we're going to spend the budget on supplies and educational materials. Just put $5,000 for supplies and educational materials. You don't have to write incomplete sentences. It does it for you. All right. You don't have to think hard about it. It's thinking for you. Just give it what it needs, the nuts and bolts, and it'll do the rest. Press continue. All right. Now it's taking what you gave it and it's going to give what is called an optimized grant. By optimize, it means that it's going to take all of the stuff that you uploaded and then it's going to research. It's going to search the web. It's going to research the funding source. It's going to research your city. It's going to research the statement of need and it's finding the intersections and it's putting together the sentences and the paragraphs in a way that is educational, persuasive, informative, and it's letting the system is putting it all together in a way that has the experience of 100 years of grant writing. This grant writer I named Tori, and when I built Tori, Tori has not only a master's degree in English, but she's also has a background in legal. Tori has experience grant writing. Tori has experience fundraising. Tori knows the funding sources. She knows the contact people. And in addition to all of that, it is studying you and your program design. And it's looking for the pieces that connect so that what's produced is something that optimized. Oh, and there it is. All right. So here we have, in less than 10 minutes, you've written a whole grant that has in it the funding source priorities, your priorities, the statement of need, and all the answers to all the questions, no spelling errors, no grammatical errors. The word count is right, the character count is right, and all you have to do is download it and submit it. All right. So take a look. Isn't that cool? So when I did this, the goal was to remove all the barriers so that people can write grants. And I remember when I first did the software, the developers that I hired paid thousands and $1,000. They came up with a version of it, and I said, "Well, y'all, that's really not good enough." They said, "Well, what do you want the people to do?" I said, "I don't want the people to do anything except point and click." And the developers at the time, they just could not wrap their brains around it. But thank God, eventually, we were able to figure out how to make it so all you had to do was point and click. If you don't have the statement of need, it'll write it for you. If you don't have the program design, it'll write it for you. And of course, you don't yet have the answers to the grant questions, it'll write that for you. Okay. And once it's all done, all you have to do is download it and submit it to your funding source. It's easy, right? All right. So if you have a program for your seniors and you want grants for it, if you can identify a grant, now if you don't know where a grant is, you can actually use the system and it'll locate some for you. All right. But if you know where one is, you can upload those questions. Download those questions and then you upload it to the system. If you don't, like if you have nothing and you just need money for your program, you can go to this grant suite where it says start here and you start at the very beginning and you just move through the steps. All right. All right. Well, I only have a little bit of time for questions. If anybody had questions, I think I can take about 2 questions right now. Please unmute and ask your question. If you are in YouTube, you can type your question. I wish you would come to Zoom. It's more fun over here. But if anybody has any questions, you can ask them right now before I let you go for the day. All right. Y'all good? Okay. The last thing I want to tell you, if anybody were interested, I have the goal to raise $100 million, and there's a grant that has a minimum 15 million, maximum 500 million, and it's a housing grant. If you're interested in learning more and you want to participate in that group, I already have about 30 people that said they were interested. I'm going to have to limit it because of course we can't take everybody. But listen, if you're interested, direct message me and let me know you're interested in learning more about that grant. We'll send you eligibility and we'll tell you what you have to do in order to get started. We're going to write the grant for you, but you have to participate, and it's a lot of work. All right, it's a lot of work. You're going to have to get letters of support. You're going to have to come to meetings so that we can package the program in a way that makes sense to you. But where else you going to get $15 million or at maximum $500 million for coming to meetings? All right. And we're going to do the heavy lifting for you. So if you're interested, you'll have to direct message me right now, Joseph Hackett at Facebook. You can click the link in my bio, send me a message. And if you wanted like a single consultation for your program so we can come up with a plan for you, identify grants for you. And then if you want this software, we can talk about how to best use it for your program and your city and your community. We're grateful to help as many people as possible. My goal is to help you get help people get $100 million in their programs. How much of it you get is totally up to you, but I'm here to help. All right. Okay, doke. I think that's it for today. Y'all take care, and I'll see y'all later. On Friday, by Friday, what I want is for y'all to have identified grants and give me the questions, or I have the questions in a PDF so that we can download and see if we can write a grant for you. All right. All of that at lunchtime. Y'all take care. Bye bye.